What's for dinner? If you're a full-time working parent like me, that's a question without an answer. Meal kits, while not necessarily time savers or money savers, can answer that question for you every night. But meal kits, there's so many of them. How do you decide? We've decided to test out a few to take a closer look. Today we're going to be looking at Sunbasket. Sunbasket promises lots of local and fresh ingredients and organic meats and produce. Let's take a look. This is the box that shows up on the porch on your doorstep. Inside it comes with the Sunbasket magazine, which basically, rather than just being a recipe card, gives you a list of all the possible recipes you could have chosen from for the week, as well as obviously instructions for how to cook each individual meal. Protecting the food, you'll see is a lot of protective covers here. We have chicken chili verde with jicama salad that we'll be cooking another time. Warm quinoa and cord salad with summer squash, ricotta, and hazelnuts. And then today we're going to be focusing on the South Carolina mustard barbecue pork sliders with raisin carrot slaw. And take a look inside. Down here near the ice packs, you'll see that there is the meat. So it stays cooler longer because it's really close to the ice packs that are down here inside the bottom of the box. The meat here, if you take a look, you'll see that it's packaged just as you would see it in the store. Although we do wish that it had an expiration date of some kind or freshness date so that we knew how old the produce was. We've had this delivered in the morning and then spent the entire day at work and come home, and we were surprised and happy to find out the food was still chilled at the end of the day, so that's a good thing. For now, we're going to take a look at what we're going to be making today. I'll put these back in the box for now. And let's take a look at what's inside the bag here, because basically we want to see if the produce and everything else looks really good. So these are the slider buns. They look pretty decent. Notice how everything is in its own little package here, which is kind of frustrating if you're into recycling or if you're, don't want to obviously fill up landfills. You see that the South Carolina mustard barbecue sauce is in a bigger container, the slaw dressing, pickled jalapenos, and then here's the carrots and raisins. Overall, both the carrots and the raisins look pretty decent. There's maybe a couple small brown spots in the celery, but overall pretty good. We've had a situation or two with this meal kit where we've had to actually throw food out because it was rotten. For example, I had to throw out some snow peas last week because they weren't so good looking. So it's nice to see that for this meal kit, everything looks pretty good. So you'll see that the Sunbasket magazine here has a list, it has a table of contents, so you can quickly find what you're going to be cooking. And then since we're cooking the South Carolina mustard barbecue pork sliders with carrot raisin slaw, you'll see that it comes with an in your bag, so you can take inventory once you open the bag. What you'll need from your pantry, which is typically what you would expect: salt, pepper, and olive oil or butter. And then today we're just going to need a medium bowl and a large frying pan. So that gives you an idea right away of what you're going to need before you even get started, which is nice. You also see that it has nutritional serving information, and then what kids can do, which is kind of a nice suggestion if you have kids, like kids can toss the slaw. And then you'll see some pretty simple instructions for how to cook. So overall, this is laid out really nicely. We did a video and a review of HelloFresh, and while they came on these nice cards, on nice cardstock, the instructions were pretty heavy. Like step 1 would actually be like 6 steps. So we do like the simplicity of how Sunbasket gives you the cooking instructions. So here's our final product, the pulled pork sliders. They look delicious. While this one was simple to make, some of the other recipes are a little more complicated, so just keep that in mind. Overall, we do really like Sunbasket. It's a bit expensive at $12 a person to start, but it does combine a lot of interesting flavor profiles and is great for foodies.